as Oswego looks to build off the success they had in the previous game. Oswego had a big game against Brockport, won a close victory, 9-5. Oswego won it. Got a big game from Nate Askin of Brockport, who had 3 goals, but it wasn't enough for us because Oswego had 2 players be standout stars, Garrett Elston and Connor Aspinall, 2 goals apiece for both of them.
Yeah, big win because it's SUNYAC matchup. Oswego's only played 1 matchup in the SUNYAC so far, undefeated, which good, that helps them make it towards the playoffs. Only 4 teams in the SUNYACs make the playoffs, so big way to start the season in the interconference matchup against Brockport, pulling out a W. And going into today, we have another SUNYAC matchup against Potsdam and the Oswego State Lakers.
Yeah, these 2 teams are coming off big games and are looking to gather momentum going into the midpoint of the season. The Oswego State Lakers are currently sitting at 4-3 on the season and are looking to continue their current hot streak after starting 0-3 on the season. And like we said earlier, we got that bounce-back win against Brockport, a huge, huge win for them. And now they're moving into a big chunk of conference games. We have Potsdam today, then we have New Paltz, and then an out-of-conference game, Cayuga, but then we have Plattsburgh and a bunch of conference games for them. And they are coming, but Oswego is going up against the Potsdam Bears, who have been on an absolute tear this season. At 6-2, with their only losses coming against the 5th-ranked team in the division and a mutual opponent in Clarkson, they have been lighting teams up with goals. They have won their 6 of their last 8 games by 10 goals or more and haven't allowed more than 10 since the first game of the season. We could be looking at a real defensive battle today. The Lakers are in for a tough test. Yeah, when it comes to Potsdam.
The Lakers were a playoff team last year. The Potsdam Bears were not. This year, record-wise speaking, Potsdam's the better team record-wise. I think this should be a pretty evenly matched game, especially since the Lakers have home turf advantage here. I think we're in for a good matchup on at least one side of the ball. We'll talk about him later. Peyton Walsh leads the SUNYAC in the most points, so we've got some competitors that are going to be playing in this matchup.
Absolutely. Now, last season, when these 2 teams met up, there were 2 players who stood out above the rest. Corey O'Connor for the Oswego State Lakers and Peyton Walsh of the SUNY Potsdam Bears. Corey O'Connor was able to score 4 goals in the last outing and is definitely going to want to try and keep that head of steam going forward. Obviously, this is a huge game for the Lakers, but we also want to keep an eye on this guy, Peyton Walsh. Walsh is leading the conference in points and goals. They're going to need to slow him down if they want any chance of winning. Peyton Walsh has been lighting it up this year in the conference. He's done such a good job playing great offense, and I feel like really the Lakers need to limit his time of possession with the ball.
I agree with you, Lucas. We just watched the Oswego women's team, and they have a really good player. Last year's Offensive Player of the Year scored 6 goals. So when you know that you're going against an opponent, you need to focus in on them on defense. And in our previous matchup, they weren't able to do that. So hopefully today.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands?
I cannot think right now.
Flavors. How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks
No problem.
you've never tried before?
It's okay.
You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West First Street.
Come back on keys to the game.
All right.
Do you want to just come up with something real quick? Just limiting. That's it.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see?
All these clubs are looking.
They looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free. Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Oswego, defensive battle, defensive heavy for them to limit Potsdam scoring. Welcome back to the Laker Turf Stadium. We are just about to get underway in the matchup between the Oswego State Lakers and the SUNY Potsdam Bears. Now, Nick, let's talk about some keys to the game. Let's go to the Lakers first. What do you think the key to the game is for the SUNY Oswego Lakers?
The Lakers have to play defense. Potsdam is a team that can score and will score on you. So Oswego needs to focus on their defense. If they want to win today, I think they should try to keep it a low-scoring game. Oswego's coming off a win against another SUNYAC opponent, Brockport, where both teams were under double digits. It was a 9-5 game, and I think if Oswego wants to get the win today, they have to keep it low-scoring. They have to focus on defense.
And then for Potsdam, what do you think they got to do to counteract that key to the game?
Well, it's going to sound redundant, but they just have to start quick, and then they have to keep scoring like they do, because that's kind of the culture of their team. They're a scoring team. They like to play offense. They like to run up the score. They like to score lots of goals. And they're pretty good on defense too, but they're more offensive oriented. So what they have to do is keep doing their thing. Don't let Oswego slow down the game and make it a low-scoring game. Stick to what you're good at, and what you're good at is scoring a lot of goals.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. I feel like for Potsdam, they've been so elite on offense this year that it's going to be a really, really tough outing for the Lakers. They're going to have a really, really, really tough time when it comes to guarding this team in general. They've had some success with their defense in the past, but overall, I feel like they're just going to have a really tough time because Potsdam has been so dominant this year.
Oswego needs to show, what they've done in the offseason, the weight room. They have to be physical today. If you can be physical, it'll throw the players off their game when they come into your defensive zone. It's lacrosse, men's lacrosse. You can rough them up, so get physical, make them not want to score.
Now, for Oswego, we have head coach Andrew Daly leading the way for his team. Andrew Daly, a great coach in his own right, has had a couple of good seasons with the Lakers, and then assistant coach Dan Whitmer. So a great coaching staff for the Lakers. But we are just about ready to get underway in this matchup between the SUNY Oswego Lakers and the SUNY Potsdam Bears. Face-off will get set up, and then we will get going in this very, very hyped-up matchup between the red-hot Potsdam Bears and the underdog SUNY Oswego Lakers. And a big scuffle and a tumble to start the game. Logan Prescott comes away with the ball, and the Lakers will start with possession. Garrett Elston now. Leading scorer for the Lakers. Second leading scorer for the Lakers, only behind Corey O'Connor. Now O'Connor with the ball. Lakers now trying to push. Connor Aspinall driving in. Swings it around to Jackson Cummings. Cummings to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to work his way in. Getting held. And a rip by Garrett Elston. A high shot by Garrett Elston. First shot of the game, missed high.
I think we're going to see a lot of those not necessarily really close-up shots, probably a little bit more distance on the shots because Potsdam's defenders, the guys with the deep holes, man, they're really good at keeping people away from the crease. So I think Oswego is going to have to take further out shots, which we see they have the power to do.
Now Liam Sexton trying to find his way in. Gets bodied by a defender. Emmett Starwick passes it off to Liam Sexton, who takes another rip at goal. but another missed shot. So a couple of shots so far for Oswego, but nothing to go for them yet. But a good try here and a missed attempt. Almost had a wide open shot for Hayden Coney, but a missed shot by Coney, or a missed pass by Coney. Had a wide open look at the net and just couldn't grab it. And then another shot by Sexton.
Oswego
Picked up easily by the goalie.
Oswego could have used a goal there. It's not a guarantee that it was going to go in, but he was wide open. If he could made that catch and get a shot there, it was a high percentage shot, that likeliness that he would have made that. In Oswego, you know, Potsdam's a little bit stronger on the scoring side, so to score early would have been nice there.
Potsdam looking to set up their offense now. Tyler Gould with it. He gives it off to Owen Walsh. Now Gould has it up top. Gould looking to charge in. Does so. Gould finds Peyton Walsh. Walsh going around the other side. Misses a shot. A little bit off by Peyton Walsh. And Potsdam will retain possession. Tyler Gould with the ball. Gives it to Walsh. Walsh now looking to make a move. Takes it in. But gives it back to Gould. Now deep into the zone. Missed shot there by Kobe Cree. And Potsdam gets possession again. But a missed shot there close to the goal by Kobe Cree on a couple of good passes from Potsdam. Now Ryan Hughes looking to work. He gives it to Peyton Walsh, who takes another shot. And Walsh misses as well. Couple of missed shots for both teams early on.
You notice a lot of speed and power on the shots. Not a lot of touch to them so far. They're ripping fast shots. They're not necessarily – I mean, sure, you can have a fast and accurate shot, but sometimes you just need to slow it down a little bit and try to hit a top corner or bottom bounce shot. I mean, sometimes those are more effective.
Peyton Walsh with another shot, missed wide right, and the Lakers now take it back. Sean Delaney bringing it up for Oswego. Lakers now bringing it up the other way. Casey Hooper gives it to Tommy Storin. Storin now gives it to Barnes. Barnes now working on the left side. Now goes up the middle. Gets stopped. Gives it to Storin. Storin back behind. Lakers, a lot of ball movement to start it off. Now Braden Fahy, cuts in, but retreats and heads back out. He gives it to Nick Long, who rips it to Liam O'Neill. Liam O'Neill with a tough missed shot there. Tried to get it off, but couldn't. Great pass there. And a good shot by Liam O'Neill, but just couldn't get it on goal. And Potsdam now takes it back the other way. Owen Walsh making some moves. Gives it to Drew Rose. Potsdam now swinging it around to behind the goal. A lot of ball movement. Rose. A lot of ball movement. Now to Gould. Back to Rose. Rose in at midway point. Now looks to come in. Tries to pass it to Tyler Gould, but Gould misses it. Gould still trying to fight for it, and eventually it goes out of bounds. And the Lakers will take possession of the ball.
This game has started, I would say, oh, wow.
Big turnover there by Chris Schmidt, and Potsdam retains possession after a huge turnover by Chris Schmidt. And a big try at the goal, but a nice steal by Connor Postal. And the Lakers, after a very unfortunate turnover, get very, very fortunate on the way back. Could have been a costly goal on a very lazy turnover, but they do eventually get the ball back. So the Lakers will now set up. Corey O'Connor now swings it down below to Garrett Elston. Elston works in, takes a shot, and a save there by the great goalie play But the Lakers do get it back. Jason Dongalik now gives it to Starwitz. Starwitz with a move. Still working. Good move there by Starwitz, but is eventually stopped. Tries to pass it to Corey O'Connor, but Corey O'Connor with a missed pass, but a flag now on the play. And the Lakers will keep possession.
6 minutes in, no goals have been scored. This plays into Oswego's favor. I think, like we discussed before the game started, Oswego wants to keep this a low-scoring game if they want their chances to win to be higher than Potsdam. So no goals within the first 6 minutes. Pretty good so far defensively on both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams playing pretty defensively so far. And I think once this scoring goes, it might really open up. But let's see which team can do it first. Oswego now. A lot of ball movement. Coney moving it around. Gives it back to O'Connor. Gives it back to Coney. Coney with a rip and a great save there by Saka Thompson. Fantastic save by Saka Thompson. First on-goal shot, and another shot by Corey O'Connor, and another save by Saka Thompson. Oswego putting some pressure on Thompson early, but a good couple of saves for him, and Oswego has yet to find the back of the net. O'Connor finds Coney, who Coney rips another shot and another save, but Oswego once again gets it back. Starwitz to O'Connor, to Coney. Coney again takes a rip and another save by Thompson. Thompson 3 saves and a fantastic defensive possession for the Potsdam Bears. 3 shots on goal, no goals for Oswego. Saka Thompson putting on a show already.
That's incredibly impressive. With how fast these shots are coming in at goal, the reflexes and the ability to position yourself in a way where you can block all 3 of those quality shots, absolutely hats off.
Hayden Coney with 3 absolute missiles on the goal, and Saka Thompson, great job stopping it. But now Potsdam the other way, looking to try and get that first goal of the game going. Peyton Walsh looking to find someone. Good defensive setup by the Lakers. Peyton Walsh still looking for something. Goes around the end. Getting checked. Has to retreat now. Swings back around. Passes it in. Kobe Cree tries to get a shot off but can't. Loose ball. Kobe Cree takes a rip and it goes off the side of the net. Missed shot there by Kobe Cree. Super close. Great defensive possession by the Lakers now. So far, both teams playing really great defense. Kobe Cree so close to that goal. But the Lakers will go the other way. Go ahead, Nick.
Defense and goaltender. I mean, both these goaltenders have been challenged pretty well. The shots coming in are fast, they're accurate, and these goaltenders are standing strong. And the defense isn't letting up too many quality shots. So overall, great defensive battle.
Absolutely. But as we 0-0 still with 6:30 left in this first quarter. Lakers now trying to get that first goal. Garrett Elston going around the right side. Passes behind to Connor Aspinall. Aspinall tries to get something going but can't. He's guarded closely by 2 defensive players and gets checked, and the ball is stolen away from him, and Potsdam goes the other way. Sean Delaney now made that run. He made the great steal and then had the run where he tried to get all the way up, but it was eventually stopped. Great steal there by the Lakers, and a big check. But no call on the play, and eventually there is a referee stoppage. And the Lakers will take possession of the ball after a pretty physical check there by a Potsdam defender. But the Lakers now set up. Still looking for that first goal of the game, but a big check leads to a penalty, which gives the Lakers the ball. O'Connor up top. Now sprints in, driving in. O'Connor looking to take it himself, takes a shot wide right. Potsdam does get the ball off the wide right shot by Corey O'Connor. Still scoreless here with 5:20 left in the first quarter. Big defensive showing from both of these teams to start out. But Potsdam will look to score that first goal here. Jacob Lynch now. Owen Walsh to Drew Rose. Drew Rose all the way down to the bottom to Ryan Hughes. Now all the way back up top to Owen Walsh. Walsh now covered by a defender. Gets a spin move, tries to go in, but is stopped. Dumps it off to Tyler Gould. Gould now to Rose. Rose now looking for something. Rose gives it to Gould, or Walsh. Walsh gets checked, stays with it, and finally gives it away to Walsh. Walsh now into it, tries to score, and a great defensive save there by Seamus Hand. Fantastic save by Seamus Hand on a really, really good shot by Peyton Walsh. Peyton Walsh had the shot, and just a really, really great save there by Seamus Hand. Almost had the first goal of the game.
Looked like it was going to be the first goal. Just unbelievable awareness to not let that go in.
Yeah, absolutely, but still scoreless here. Almost unprecedented, but 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Still scoreless here. Lakers and Potsdam Bears on WTOP 10. Jason Dongulik runs in, takes it himself. Looks like he wanted to, but eventually hands it off to Hayden Coney. Coney gives it to Sexton, and Sexton, or I'm sorry, Starowitz. Starowitz rips the first goal of the game. Emmett Starowitz with the first goal of the game, and an absolute missile it was. Fantastic goal there by Emmett Starowitz. And just like that, the Lakers have a 1-0 lead in a game where it has all been defense so far. So a fantastic start for Emmett Starowitz and the Lakers.
Yeah, it's going to be important for the Lakers here. Once you get up, it's easier to keep a lead than play from behind. So this is super essential for the Lakers to start the game with the first goal.
Referees determine that Potsdam gets the ball after a mishap on the face-off. And Potsdam will look to get that goal back with 3:30 left in the first quarter. Potsdam swinging it around.
Laker goal scored by number 8, Emmett Starowitz.
Finds its way up top to Owen Walsh.
Coney. Time to goal, 11 minutes, 18 seconds of the first quarter.
Gould working his way in. Gould still trying. Eventually gives it to Rose. Rose now takes a shot, and just like that, Potsdam gets the ball back. Drew Rose with a fantastic goal. And it is 1-1, just a rip of a goal, and only so much Seamus Hand could do. Maybe he got a screen in there as well. But Drew Rose with a crazy, crazy goal. And just like that, it's 1-1.
Yeah, that was a nice shot on the move. Finds the very left side of the net. Good shot selection, good shot placement. So it seems like in these lacrosse games, once you break the seal and you finally score, the goals just start coming.
Yeah, absolutely. We had those first couple of minutes where it was all defense, but I feel like now that we've got those 2 goals going, it's going to be all scoring from here on out. But we could be wrong, but the Lakers will try and prove me wrong.
That goal scored unassisted at 11 minutes, 53 seconds.
Have to take it all the way back to their side, but Seamus Hand will now bring it up.
11:53.
Dumps it off to Eric Bowie. And now the Lakers take it up the field. Trey Jones now with a good run. Jones back with it. Jones looking for options. Takes it to the right side. Gets stopped by a defender and has to give it out to O'Connor. O'Connor finds Dongulik. Dongulik comes in. Rips a shot wide left of the goal. Oswego does keep possession. Good shot there by Jason Dongulik. Just a little bit wide left. Great opening there for him. Liam Sexton trips it up, puts on a couple moves, takes the shot, saved by Thompson. And Potsdam will reclaim possession. Great shot there by Liam Sexton, but a better save by Saka Thompson. And Potsdam will now try and take the lead here. Gould with it. Gould holding it right about midfield. Looking to set up some offense. He gives it to Rose. Rose has the goal. Looking for his second. Cuts in. But gets stuffed. And we'll have to reset. Owen Walsh comes around the right side. Gives it back to Gould. Gould now trying for it. Can't do it. So he gives it to Peyton Walsh. Peyton Walsh coming around. Peyton takes a rip and is blocked by a defender. And now Oswego goes the other way. But it's poked away by a defender on the Potsdam side, and the Potsdam takes it right back. Peyton Walsh now with the ball on the right side. Potsdam looking to set up that offense now. Has a couple shots on goal. Gould swings it over to Rose. Rose back to Gould. Gould taking his time. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Gould, I think, is looking to run out the clock. Has a full shot clock. He can do that. He's going to look to come in with 20 seconds, and there he goes. He gives it to Rose. Rose now looking to take a rip. Takes a rip. Wide right. Great save by Seamus Hand. Takes another rip. Is Peyton Walsh, and Peyton Walsh gets blocked by Saka Thompson again. Or Seamus Hand. Seamus Hand with two great saves there, and Seamus Hands will just throw it all the way up. Great first quarter. A great defensive quarter there by both teams. Just a fantastic quarter by both teams to start it off. 1-1.
That was, I agree with you, Lucas. That was a good watch. Sometimes you like to see the offensive battles, but I think the defensive battles give for an interesting breakdown of the game. I mean, I think the defense, the goalkeeping is tremendous right now, but the defense is playing a key part too. Everyone's in the right position. Neither team is really allowing easy shots, and I think that's super important to keep this game a low-scoring game, at least on Oswego's side, is just keep playing strong on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. The Break with Scott and Kaylee, a show giving you a taste of the exciting life of a SUNY Oswego student. Join hosts Scott Brubaker and Kaylee Richmond as they host interviews, compete in challenges, and bring you along on their latest adventures. The Break with Scott and Kelly airs Mondays at 9:30 p.m. only on WTOP 10. About a minute left in this first intermission of play. Lakers 1, Bears 1. Very, very defensively oriented game, and I think we kind of predicted that to start. Well, we didn't predict it too much, but it was sort of that was our key to the game for Oswego, and obviously we know Potsdam has a good defense, but I feel like Oswego gets more credit for limiting what should be an electric offense from Potsdam. They've scored tons and tons of goals this season, so I think for the Lakers it's a bigger momentum gainer for them holding Potsdam to one goal in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah. Limiting any team to one goal is impressive, and both teams have done it. Both teams have played really good defense. They say defense wins championships, so it's good to have strong offenses because we know Potsdam is a strong offense, but it's also good for them to show that their defense can play with other good defenses too.
Absolutely, but we are just about to get underway in the second half of play between your SUNY Oswego Lakers and the SUNY Potsdam Bears. Face-off just about to get underway in this second quarter of play. 15 minutes to go in this first half. Both of them wrestle for it, but Oswego does eventually, and a referee stoppage. Oswego almost had it, but Potsdam will take possession of it. Excuse me, Oswego will take possession of it. My apologies. Oswego takes possession to start this quarter. And just like that, we get underway. Jason Dongolik running up the field for his team. Excuse me, not Jason Dongolik. Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson all the way around. Lakers now, a lot of ball movement. Finishes with Connor Aspinall. Aspinall gives it to Starwitz. Starwitz now looking to make a run. There he goes. Starwitz on the run. Passes it off to Corey O'Connor, who takes a rip, but is saved by Saka Thompson. And Potsdam reclaims possession. Now Potsdam on the run, looking for that second goal of the game for them. Ryan Hughes passes it up to Kobe Cree. Kobe Cree now right at midfield. Covered closely by Owen Spearing. Now Walsh finds Rose. Rose now looking for options. Has both the Walsh brothers, Peyton and Owen, around him if he needs it. There's one of them. There's Peyton Walsh. Now all the way around. Potsdam moving the ball well. Back to Gould. Gould now working on a defender. Gould gets checked in the back, passes it off to Rose. Rose looks for a shot, pump fakes. Can't get anything. Rose gives it to Walsh. Walsh spin move, takes the shot, save! Great save by Seamus Hand. Potsdam does get the possession back, but a great steal there by Oswego, and the Lakers take possession. Great steal by Jackson Cummings. Great defensive art by Jackson as he got that interception, and the Lakers now go on the offensive. Rob Nelson gives it up to Chris Schmidt, and now the Lakers will set up their offense down at the other end. Elston now behind the goal. Elston gives it to Sexton. And now up top is O'Connor. O'Connor taking his time. Makes a move, runs in, gets past the defender, looks to do it himself and goes wide up above the goal. Good shot by O'Connor, just a little bit above, but still putting the pressure on Saka Thompson. Oswego still with the ball. Dongolik making his run. Cuts in, cuts left, swings back right. But eventually gives it off to Elston. Elston gives it up to Aspinall. Aspinall tries to take it in, but gets checked big on the way, and Potsdam takes possession. Big defensive check there by the Bears, and it leads to a turnover.
What we're watching here is a privilege. We are watching between the two goalies, Thompson and Hand, the number 1 and number 2 in save percentage in the whole SUNY. So these guys are, in some categories, the best in the whole conference. So it's not too obviously both teams can score, but at the same time, we shouldn't be too surprised that it's such a low-scoring game because we're watching two of the best in the conference.
Couldn't agree with you more. Both of these goalies have already showed their prowess early on. They look so good. Saka Thompson and Seamus Hand both showing why they are the best goalies in the conference.
And that would be a 67 and 66 save percent for each, with Hand being in first, Thompson being in second.
But so close, you can't really even pick who's better because They both showed exactly how good they are. Rouge tries to make a run, gives it to Walsh. Walsh takes a big shot, but it's wide left, maybe poked away by Seamus Hand. But the Bears will retake possession. Ryan Hughes with it, gives it to the other Walsh brother, Peyton Walsh, excuse me. He takes it around, takes a shot, another save by Seamus Hand. A leg save that time. Seamus Hand with a fantastic save and a great shot by Peyton Walsh. Peyton Walsh, so dangerous when it comes to offense. Just one of the best players on his team. So a fantastic save by Seamus Hand. And just a great shot by Walsh, who is one of the best scorers in the conference.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. Just that, like, in the game battle between a really good offensive player and a really good goalie. It's always fun to watch, like just a one-on-one matchup like that. Who can get the best? And right now, the goalie's winning.
Absolutely, yeah. Goalies have absolutely been winning. But Trey Jones tries to go in, doesn't do anything. Flag on the play, delayed penalty. Garrett Elston now with it. Elston circles around, gives it up to Aspinall, who rips a shot and an absolute missile of a goal for Connor Aspinall to take the lead. 9:48 left in the half. Connor Aspinall hits his first goal of the game, and it's an absolute rifle right past Saka Thompson.
That is a textbook shot. You want speed, you want accuracy. That was a perfect shot and a pretty far out shot too, so I'm impressed.
Yeah, what a shot, and we were talking about Saka Thompson. We might have jinxed him a little bit, so apologies to him, but can't do much about that goal. Aspinall just insane power, insane speed on that shot, and the Lakers now take a 2-1 lead with 9:48 left in the half. Great offense there by the Lakers, and Potsdam now looks to get back that goal. Now off the face-off. Both players fighting for it. Big fight for it, and eventually it comes out, and the Lakers do get possession of it.
Laker goal scored by number 4.
Rob Nelson takes it up, but eventually gives it off to his teammate Tyler Stevenson, and now Stevenson bumps it down to Hayden Coney. Coney now taking his time, letting some subs come in. Coney to O'Connor, and O'Connor all the way in. Starwitz to Elston. Elston rips it. Wide left of the goal. Hits a snow patch down there. But wide left of the goal, and the Lakers retake possession. Jones now on the left side. Gives it to Coney. Now in to Starwitz. Starwitz gives it in to Jones, and Jones tries for a shot, but a fantastic save by Saka Thompson. Jones was right in his face, and Saka Thompson just said, no way is that getting in. Fantastic save by Thompson. But a missed pass by Potsdam leads to a turnover, and Corey O'Connor is on the run. And a disadvantage for Potsdam, and a missed pass by Corey O'Connor. And now Potsdam takes it the other way. Two missed passes back to back.
This is chaos. It's a defensive breakdown. Oswego probably should have scored there, but a great play by Thompson in the goal to stop the point-blank shot, and then a missed pass by Oswego off the turnover. We're starting to see some more offense develop in defensive breakdowns, and that happens as the game goes on.
Absolutely. Both teams been playing so well when it comes to defense, and maybe looking a little sloppy on offense. You've had a couple of good possessions, but overall, just like we saw, two missed passes back-to-back from both teams. Potsdam now tries to reset and right those wrongs as they come slowly into Oswego territory, taking their time. Kobe Cree gives it to Rose up top. Gould taking a couple steps back, looking to make his run. There he goes. Gould now working his way in, but gets poked away by Oswego defender. A great defensive possession once again by the Lakers, and a big turnover for Tyler Gould, and the Lakers take the ball back. 7:40 left in the half. 2-1 Oswego. Tyler Stevenson. Now O'Connor. O'Connor so unbelievably dangerous when it comes to scoring. Potsdam needs to look out for him. Has been quiet so far, but O'Connor very, very dangerous during this season. Leads the team in goals, and I really think they want to get him going soon. There he is right there. O'Connor throws it down to Sexton. Sexton now to the right. Comes around, makes a spin, but eventually passes it off to Elston. Elston tries for a shot, but is missed. And Oswego retains possession on the missed shot. Sexton now with the ball again. And Sexton swings it back up top to Starwitz. Starwitz to O'Connor. Now back to Starwitz. He cuts in. Tries to find something, but finds O'Connor instead. O'Connor throws it down low to Elston. Oswego, a lot of ball movement. Tries to rip it is Jones, but he eventually gives it off to Emmett Starwitz, who rips it right at Saka Thompson's head. And Thompson sticks his net up and blocks it. Great save there by Thompson. And Potsdam is now on the move. Jacob Lynch running it up for his team, will eventually hand it off. Drew Rose now down below. Gives it off to Walsh. Back to Rose. Rose now. Cutting in. Cuts back. Again checked. Still fighting. Rose still fighting. Eventually gives it off to Gould. Gould now swings it around the other way to Hughes. And then Hughes to Kobe Cree. Cree to Walsh. Walsh to the other Walsh. One Walsh to the other. Peyton and Owen Walsh. Peyton Walsh with the ball, excuse me. Peyton Walsh comes in, rips a shot wide right of the goal. But it's caught quickly by Gould. Gould tries for a pass. He passes it off to Kobe Cree, and Kobe Cree was stopped by Seamus Hand. That almost looked like a guaranteed goal, but Seamus Hand with the fantastic goalkeeper play. I cannot believe that. What a save by Seamus Hand. And the crowd erupted for that one. Very appreciative are these Oswego fans of that great goalie play. And now the Lakers take it the other way. Timeout called by Potsdam. But what a play by Seamus.
These goalies are unbelievable. Seamus Hand right there almost got put on a highlight reel because Potsdam went for a behind-the-back shot, and it looked like it was going in, except Seamus Hand is such a great goalie. He finds the ball, he blocks the point-blank shot, and turns it into his own highlight.
Seamus said, nuh-uh, you are not putting a highlight on me. Fantastic game so far. We are a little bit less than 5 minutes to go in this half, and it's only 2-1 Oswego. This is a defensive clinic by both teams, and I feel like Oswego more so just really, really good job of limiting all of the top scorers. You got both the Walsh brothers. You have Drew Rose, who has the lone goal of the game for the Potsdam Bears. So for the Lakers to limit all of these scorers, they're doing a really great job. But Potsdam only let up 2 goals themselves. Saka Thompson doing a fantastic job in goal for the Potsdam Bears. And this is the goalie matchup that we were hoping for, that we were waiting for. Fantastic goalie play from both of these teams. But the timeout has come to an end, and we are just about ready to get back going. We are ready for action. Oswego does have possession down on the right side, and it will be Garrett Elston starting with the ball. Elston down below. Spins around. Passes it to O'Connor. O'Connor cuts. O'Connor slices. Gives it to Aspinall. Aspinall. 1 goal on the game already. Runs it down behind the goal. Aspinall looking for options. Goes left. Looks for a shot. Loses the ball, and it's picked up by a defender, but Aspinall takes it right away. Aspinall lost the ball for a second, but thankfully got it back. Would have been a bad turnover for him. But now Liam Sexton with the ball. Gives it back to Aspinall. Aspinall looking for a shot. Rips a shot wide right, but it goes right into Sexton. Sexton gives a shot to Corey O'Connor, and Corey O'Connor with the behind-the-head shot. Nick Mason's mouth is wide open up here in the studio. What a goal by Corey O'Connor. Went behind the head, behind the back. But what a fantastic setup by the Lakers on that goal. Insane shot there by Corey O'Connor. Not much you can do if you're Saka Thompson. And 3-1 is your score now with 4 minutes left.
That is the best goal, hands down, that I have ever seen live. I mean, the amount of talent and practice and work you have to do to perfect not only being able to go behind the back, but making an accurate shot to find the open part of the net. That is so talented. That is amazing that he was able to do that. And this game is just a continuous highlight reel between the goalies and then the few goals that are scored. They're just absolute masterpieces.
Really, really great play. This is just a game of maybe the 2 best teams in this, or 2 of the best teams in the conference. I wouldn't say best, but 2 of the best teams in the conference, no doubt. Both putting on a show.
Well, you have to think about not only on the stat sheet, these teams, these are good teams, but just by watching the game, you have to imagine that these have to be, probably two of the teams that will be competing for those 4 playoff spots in the SUNYAC. You can tell by the way a team plays if they are cut out for the playoffs. And if you ask me, these two teams look like they could definitely be in contention.
Coney with a quick shot there on Thompson. And great save once again by Saka Thompson. Besides the 3 goals, Saka Thompson has been incredible. And Potsdam finally takes possession of the ball after a big offensive spot. Oh, big check by the Lakers. Owen Spearing absolutely laying out Kobe Cree, and a big flag on Owen Spearing. But a crazy check. Owen Spearing laid him out. Big penalty called there, and big check on the Lakers.
That penalty was worth it. Oswego sideline is fired up now, not only from their great goal that they just scored, but a big hit there. And yes, you do get the flag, but you're kind of asserting that you're the better team by being not afraid to hit and get those penalties. Yes, it's not good to get a penalty, but that was a pretty big hit, and it kind of builds momentum and just like team celebration.
That was a message to the Bears, I would say. Just, hey, we're here, and we want to beat you. But Potsdam wants to answer back right now, and they will try. Gould, Hughes, Walsh to Walsh, all the way down to the other end. Potsdam swinging it around, looking for an opening. Walsh now to the other Walsh again. Finally to Rose. Rose looking for something. Walsh looks for a rip. Saved once again by Seamus Hand. Great shot there by Peyton Walsh, but a better save once again by Seamus Hand. A lot of physicality here. Potsdam really trying to get the ball, trying to take it away. But Oswego gets it out of their zone, and now they take it up the other way. Steal there by Potsdam, and now Potsdam has it. Whack of the stick, and Potsdam is now back on the offensive. Drew Rose now. Rip there by Kobe Cree, and another save by Seamus Hand. Little bit of a tip shot, but Seamus Hand still with the save. Off the shot by Kobe Cree. Lost stick by a bunch of lost stick now. Multiple people losing their sticks. A big scuffle with the ball. No one has it. And finally, a penalty is called after the big shove over. Oswego keeps possession. But 2 players lost their sticks on that possession. A bunch of whacks. Bunch of very physical game this is. And a quick stoppage in play for everybody to pick up their equipment.
Yeah, Oswego's taking advantage of an aspect of the game and the physicality. They're initiating contact not only on defense when they're defending the Potsdam Bears, but on offense. They're not afraid to just make the hit first, initiate contact, and that sets the tone.
Emmett Starwitz gives it to Elston. Elston all the way around. Gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor working his way in. To Coney. Coney with a shot. High. 1 minute left to go in this half. Oswego leads 3-1. Emmett Starowitz takes the ball out for the Lakers. 1 minute left to work in this half. O'Connor rips. Wide right. Oswego will keep the ball. And this time, or still, once again, it will be Starowitz starting off with the ball. Starowitz gives it to Coney. Coney to Aspinall. Aspinall gives it up to O'Connor, who takes a rip, but a save by Saka Thompson. Redemption there for Thompson on that save by Corey O'Connor. And now Potsdam, with less than 40 seconds remaining, runs it all the way up. Gould, and a timeout called. So with 34 seconds left, scores 3-1. Potsdam has a chance to cut into this 2-goal lead.
Yeah, if you're Potsdam here, you don't want to let up another goal before a half, and you'd like to score one. I think it'd be even more important to just not let up a goal here. If you score one, that's good, but you definitely don't want to let up another one because it's only a 2-goal game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 2-goal game is much more manageable, and especially going into the half, when you know this game has been so low scoring, it's tough to score. So 3 goals is a lot less manageable than 2. It's still manageable, but I really think that they need this goal more than they can't let up a goal. I really think that they need a goal right here, right now, and they have 35 seconds to do it. And during this timeout, the Potsdam head coach, Brady Hall, is sure to be telling his boys what they need to do to get this goal here in the last 34 seconds. Brady Hall, a very seasoned coach in his own right, and I'm sure has all of the right things he needs to say. Coaching the 6-2 Potsdam Bears team, already a very successful season, but they want it to be more successful. So I'm sure that Brady Hall has been very, very vocal in that, or was very vocal in that timeout, letting all of his players know what they need to be doing better.
Yeah, not just vocal, but probably a little bit of a drawing board moment. You want to get the best opportunity possible to get another goal here, so they probably drew something up.
30 seconds left. Potsdam and Oswego. Potsdam looking to close in on that lead, or deficit. Walsh now. Walsh going around. Peyton Walsh going around. Goes it up. Goes behind. He gives it to Gould. Or excuse me, he gives it to Rose. Rose gets it stolen away from him. 3 seconds left. And Oswego will run out the clock. Fantastic defensive possession to finish the game for the Lakers. The Lakers are hyped up 3-1 in what doesn't look like an exciting game on paper, but watching this has been a very, very exciting game. We've had some big hits, loose sticks, some absolute rippers in goal, and the Lakers are sure to be very, very happy. And on the Potsdam side, one of the players just threw his lacrosse stick and helmet. Peyton Walsh is not visibly very frustrated, but the Lakers and the Bears, very defensive game, Nick. That's pretty much the main basis of what I've seen.
What we're watching right now is not normal. This game has every element of lacrosse to it, and you don't see that typically. I mean, it's only a 3-1 game. On average in this league, teams average about 12 goals each, so each team averages about 12 goals. Neither team is even close to being halfway there. So this game's not typical at all because it's a better game than typical. The defense is activating. The goalies are almost perfect today. And on offense, what we're seeing is great shot selection and great accuracy. Just everything about this game is great. And you mentioned physicality. They're using that to their advantage. The Lakers are a little bit more physical, but both ways are still using physicality to their advantage.
Absolutely right. But that will be it for this first half. Fans, stay tuned for the second half of this very, very competitive game. 3, Bears 1. You are listening to WTOP 10 live.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin.
Welcome back to the Laker Turf Field. We are here live on WTOP 10. My name is Lucas McGarry, and I am alongside my partner, Nick Mason. Nick, fantastic game we've been watching. It doesn't seem like it on paper, 3-1 in favor of the Lakers, but we've seen a lot of physicality in this game, and this is one of those definition textbook games of defensive prowess on both sides. Yeah, the Lakers are up, but Potsdam still looks really great on defense, and the Lakers just phenomenal when it comes to looking good on defense. They've shut down everything. All of the top scorers for the Bears just shut down. And I think that we need to talk about Seamus Hand. Simply the best player on the field right now, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Both goalies are, but Seamus Hand has had a couple point-blank encounters with the Potsdam Bears, winding up taking a fast shot, and Hand is there just to make the play, and he really has no flaws in his game today. He's blocking everything from point-blank shots to further out shots that are just rockets coming right at him. He's able to adjust accordingly, and that's what makes a good team, is a team who can play defense. And that's not only is the goalie playing well, but the defense and supporting cast is not allowing them to really take as quality shots on him. So great effort all around.
What I want to know is how many bruises Hand has on his legs, because I've seen him make a couple of really, really good saves with his legs, and I think there's no way that doesn't hurt a lot. I mean, he's got pants on, but that's it. He doesn't have any pads. He's got no protection. He is taking shots off his legs, off his whole body, just to block some goals, and just truly great performance by Seamus Hand. Obviously, we're seeing why he has the best stats in the conference, and truly one of just the best goalies all around.
His adrenaline has to be running, because obviously you have these missiles coming at you, every few minutes of just absolute rockets. So his adrenaline's running, so he probably doesn't feel it as much now, even though it is still cold out. So the shots probably hurt even more, but he'll definitely be feeling those after the game. But, I'm sure he's probably fine with that based off the way he's playing.
Absolutely. Hand, great game so far. About to get underway. About 4 minutes to go left in this halftime. Amateurs, a show offering a fresh look at Oswego organizations. Watch as hosts Evan Scombs and Emily Mike try their hand at new clubs on campus and grow from amateurs to pros. From flag football to ice hockey and everything in between, watch Amateurs Sundays at 9:30 p.m. only on WTOP 10. Fans, stay tuned. We are just about to get going in this second half. 3-1 in favor of the Lakers over the Potsdam Bears. We are live on WTOP 10. My name is Lucas McGarry, along with Nick Mason. Stay tuned for the second half.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our
and gentlemen, welcome back to Laker Turf Stadium. My name is Lucas Begary. Alongside me is Nick Mason. Here on WTOP 10, we have the Oswego Lakers and the Potsdam Bears getting ready to start the second half. The Lakers lead it 3-1. And now, Nick, looking at both of the top players in this game, we have Corey O'Connor for the Lakers with that 1 goal scored. But on the other side, Peyton Walsh, been pretty quiet today. Bunch of shots, 9 shots, 4 shots on goal, but no goals. Only the one lone goal on the game for Potsdam coming from Drew Rose. But other than that, Peyton Walsh, quiet. Corey O'Connor, on the other hand, has that 1 goal, and it is a very important goal indeed in this low-scoring affair. So for O'Connor, I think just slightly outplaying Peyton Walsh right now, but Walsh, I'm sure, wants to redeem himself. But now we are underway in this second half of play. Potsdam will start out with it. And just like that, they are making a run. Bryce Tyler going all the way down, taking one for his team. Tyler now to Cree. Cree swings it all the way back to Hughes. Now Hughes up top with it. Hughes to Rose. Both Walsh brothers behind the goal for Potsdam. Maybe looking to set something up. Right now up top, Gould with it. Gould's getting checked, but he's still going in. Gould gets shoved to the back, but stays strong and gives it to Peyton Walsh, who gives it right back to Owen Walsh. Now Rose comes in, gets stopped. Rose trying to find something, but can't. Great defense by the Lakers. Hughes now. Hughes trying his best. Cuts in, gets stopped. Peyton Walsh now behind the goal. Maybe looking for his brother. Walsh swings it over to Hughes, and Hughes with a missed pass. Big missed pass there by Peyton Walsh. Another mistake for him. And Oswego will take possession of the ball. 13:20 left in this third quarter, and Oswego will get their first offensive possession of the half.
Well, Peyton Walsh is their team's leading goal scorer, but he's also a passionate player. Like you said before the half, Lucas, we saw him throwing all his gear against the fence. I mean, he was obviously and visibly frustrated with his performance. And it's not even if he's played a bad game, because he really hasn't played a bad game. He just hasn't been able to score, and that has to be frustrating because your team almost counts on you when you're that dominant to help get some momentum going, and he just hasn't been able to put one in the net yet.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Walsh, very frustrating for him, but you got to blame it somewhat on Seamus Hand, who's just been fantastic in goal. So maybe Seamus' fault that Peyton is a little frustrated, but obviously plenty of chances left to redeem himself. But Potsdam on the offensive right now. Rose getting checked all the way out. Walsh misses the pass, but does scoop it up and sends it up to Gould. Gould now trying to cut in. Getting checked. Gould can't find anything, and a big missed pass. Hughes trying to grab it and can't get it. Mistake after mistake to start for Potsdam. Just cannot get a pass going, cannot get anything going, and I think Oswego is just overwhelming them right now on defense, and Potsdam is just forced to make mistakes. But now it's a mistake on the Oswego side. No one picking it up, but Potsdam does eventually pick it up. Lots of commotion everywhere. But Potsdam does eventually take over. Given up by Saka Thompson. And now the Bears go up. And another missed pass by the Bears. And now Corey O'Connor steals it away. Another missed pass by the Potsdam Bears leads to another turnover. And Oswego now has possession once again. Very, very sloppy work. Now 2 flags on the play. A delay, looks like a delayed flag here for Oswego. So Oswego will look to set up something. O'Connor with it to Coney. Coney now tries to give it to Dongolik. Or excuse me, Starowitz. Starowitz now with it up top. Looking to make a break in. Tries to cut in. Little fancy footwork. But is stopped. Still has it. Starowitz tries to come in, tries to rip, but it's saved by Saka Thompson. Great bounce shot by Emmett Starowitz. And a better save once again by Saka Thompson. Thompson still having a tremendous game. Talk about those 3 goals that he led in, but we're not talking about his saves enough because he has had plenty of those as well. Like we said, goalie battle for both teams so far.
Thompson's definitely keeping them in this game. We, as of recent, saw a lot of lazy passes and just just not very strong passes, not very smart passes by Potsdam, which has caused a few turnovers.
Starwitz now. Starwitz looks for rip, takes a rip, wide left of the goal. Starwitz with a good shot, just a little bit wide. Saka Thompson didn't have to do anything there besides watch it go by. Oswego does take back possession. Liam Sexton with it. He gives it to Elston. Elston to Starwitz again. And Coney tries to rip it in, but it's blocked and an easy save for Saka Thompson. 10:30 to go left in this third quarter. Still 3-1 Lakers. Poked away by the Lakers. And it's Garrett Elston with the ball. He tries to give it to Coney, but it's poked away once again by the Bears. And Oswego now looking to reset, try and slow things down after a very chaotic couple of seconds. Sexton now throws it up to Starowitz, but a flag on the play. Another delayed flag. Starowitz looking to make something happen all the way from the top. Dumps it down to O'Connor. O'Connor to Elston. Elston. Again chipped at. Still making his way in. Big hit there. But stays strong, and he gives it up to Corey O'Connor. Big hit on Elston. But he manages to keep the ball. And a reset. Starowitz now trying to make his way around. Throws it in to Trey Jones, but Trey Jones missed the pass, and it was a great opportunity there for Trey Jones. But a missed pass leads to a turnover, but there was the delayed flag. So another stoppage of play, but just way too close, and just a very, very sloppy moment for Trey Jones. Had a wide open goal and just a huge miss for the Lakers in this close game.
Yeah, you see that a lot where players will get the pass and they're so urgent to score that they forget to catch the ball and control it so they can get a good shot. Because he thought he had it in his stick and didn't even have the ball, so that could have been a better opportunity if he actually caught it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he even tried to shoot it out even before he caught the ball. Didn't have it, but now we are back. Starowitz to Elston. Back to Starowitz. Big shot there. Missed wide. And the Lakers keep possession. Bunch of wide shots for the Lakers to start this quarter. Jones now gives to Coney. Coney to O'Connor. O'Connor to Starowitz. Lots of ball movement. Sexton now trying to make his way in. Still fighting. Gives it to Coney. Coney takes a rip. Save by Saka Thompson. Huge save there by Saka Thompson. Coney has been taking missiles like that all game, and Saka Thompson just has been saving all of them, and now just like that, Potsdam is on the offensive.
Potsdam needs to make something happen here. No more lazy passes. If you're going to control the ball down here, don't turn it over. At least get one good shot on goal.
Potsdam making some subs, bringing their offensive players back on. There's Drew Rose, the sole goal scorer of this game. Peyton Walsh now with it, looking for his redemption. Walsh definitely trying to get something going for his team. Started off with Rose. Rose now dumps it down. Hughes. Hughes to Gould. Gould now takes a rip and a save once again by Seamus Hand. Seamus Hand is a wall right now. So many saves there. And just a great shot by Tyler Gould, but a better save by Seamus Hand. The story of this whole game.
I want to know where Seamus Hand trains in the offseason, because this guy has insane reflexes. He doesn't miss any ball.
Now Oswego back on the other end. Trey Jones now gives it to Sexton. Now to Elston. Now O'Connor with it. O'Connor up top. Gives it to Elston. Elston gives it to Sexton. Sexton with a wide left shot. Shot it too quickly. It was just a little bit off. Not very accurate with that shot. Coney now looking to set something up. Oswego moving the ball well. Aspinall. Aspinall, who had the first goal of the game. Gives it to Elston. Elston back to Aspinall. Now back to Elston. Nothing yet for the Lakers. Looking to set something up. Sexton behind the goal. Gives it to Coney. Coney now looking in. Takes a rip. And a save by Saka Thompson just at the line. So close was that. Saka Thompson had to find it behind him. Almost rolled across the line, but a great save by Saka Thompson once again.
That was quite literally inches away from being a goal, so
it really was.
That was amazing that he was able to stop that just before it went in.
Rose and Walsh now really looking to get something going for the Potsdam Bears. Hughes now trying to set something up. Gives it to Rose. Rose charging in. Looking to set something up. Still has it. Gives it to Walsh. Walsh now. Walsh has been quiet so far. Still looking for his first goal of the game. Walsh gets checked and stuffed. Walsh still looking. And great defense being played by Tyler Stevenson. Walsh has been shut down, but a shot by Drew Rose off the pass by Walsh and a save. Now Owen Walsh takes a shot and a save again by Seamus Hand. Potsdam will retain possession, but a nice save by Seamus Hand off a really good shot, a jumping bounce shot by Peyton Walsh's brother Owen. Owen Walsh been sort of quiet in this game. Kobe Cree now gives it back to Owen. Owen looking to get that shot back. Comes around, rips it, and is blocked. And is scooped up by Connor Postal. And now the Lakers look to move. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Long pass, intercepted by Peyton Walsh, and it's stolen away. But Peyton Walsh gets it back. Walsh trying to make something happen. Huge collision of players. Scuffle for the ball. And it is picked up by the Bears. Sean Delaney tried to pick it up. Has to come back. But a huge pickup for the Bears. And now Drew Rose will work with it. Owen Walsh down below. Swings it around to Cree. Cree to Gould. And now Hughes up top. Now Gould with it. Gavin Breen following Gould. Gould being patient. Still following Breen. There, and now he moves in. Passes it off to Hughes. Hughes shoots it, and a huge save, and another shot. Drew Rose off the rebound. Second goal of the game, and a huge momentum boost for the Bears. Seamus Hand had a great save off that shot, but Drew Rose was right there to pick it up. Didn't even pick it up off the ground, just flung it from the ground. And a missed opportunity for Seamus Hand, but a huge, huge goal by Drew Rose. 4 minutes left in this third quarter, 3-2 Lakers.
Well, you can track that goal all the way back to that sloppy pass that got intercepted. Just the possession before that caused another turnover. Potsdam got the ball back, and they were able to capitalize finally. Oswego needs to not make that mistake again, and two, they got to start playing with a little bit more fire now that it's a one-goal game.
Yeah, just like that. It's very close. Drew Rose with both goals for Potsdam. Been the huge factor in this game. Drew Rose not even the top scorer for the Bears. Only has 14 goals now on the season. And when you compare it to guys like Kobe Cree, who has 14, Owen Walsh, who has 18, and Peyton Walsh, who has 30. Not the guy that you would have expected to see have the 2 goals for your team and really keep them alive. But nonetheless, Drew Rose has been the MVP for the Bears, besides, of course, Saka Thompson.
Yeah, both of those guys are definitely the reason that Potsdam even has a chance right now. And Drew Rose, he isn't the highest scorer on the team, but he's pretty consistent for them. You're right. You wouldn't expect him to be the guy that takes over, but sometimes you need someone else to step up when your main guy can't do it.
Peyton Walsh tries. Can't get anything, so they give it to Hughes. Hughes fakes a rip, gives it to Walsh. Walsh misses wide right. Walsh cannot seem to find the goal so far. 2:43 left in the third quarter.
Oswego needs to find a way to clear it here. Their defense isn't looking great right now. They don't want to give Potsdam another opportunity.
Rose gives it to Hughes. Hughes takes a rip, and it's blocked by Seamus Hand. Potsdam recovers the ball. Owen Walsh down below. Owen coming around the other side. Gives it to Cree, and Cree gives it to Hughes, and Hughes takes it up top. Reset for the Bears. Hughes now. Rip there by Tyler Gould, and a wide shot. 2:03 left in the third quarter of play. Peyton Walsh coming around the right side, looking to set something up. Gets it stolen away. It's a big check there by the Lakers, and the Lakers pick it up. And they will recover. And now Oswego trying to go the other way. Jackson Cummings getting battling for it. Jackson Cummings tries to fight away, but he eventually does. And now Owen Spearing will take it up for his team. Penalty on Potsdam. Lakers will keep possession of the ball, but a big defensive stop after that goal for the Lakers, not letting up 2 goals in a row. Still 3-2. 1:38 left in the third quarter between your Oswego State Lakers and the SUNY Potsdam Bears.
Oswego just needs to make it to the fourth quarter here. I don't know. For some reason, they just do not look like they're clicking right now. I think you maintain control here. If you get good looks, take the shot. But other than that, slow it down. Use that intermission between the third and fourth quarter to kind of reset yourself and go into the fourth quarter playing strong, because the Oswego State Lakers look vulnerable right now to the Potsdam Bears.
Lakers now, minute 30 to work with. Elston. Lakers now have a chance to get that goal back. Elston to Sexton. Sexton working in. Saved by Saka Thompson again. And a big penalty, and he goes the other way. Potsdam has 1:15 to work with left in this third quarter. Potsdam moving it well. Bryce Tyler running it up for his team. Tyler now gives it up to Gould. Gould throws it to Walsh. Owen Walsh. Owen Walsh charging in, but feints and heads back out. Walsh now all the way across to Hughes. Hughes gives it to Cree down below. Back to Hughes. Hughes now taking his time. Throws it down to Cree down below, but gives it right back to Hughes, and now Hughes charges in. Swings it over to Cree. Cree now to Owen Walsh. Walsh to Rose. Drew Rose looking for the hat trick, trying to get his third goal of the game. Drew Rose coming into the right. Tries to pass it in, but it's stolen away by the Lakers. And now a big throw by Seamus Hand with seconds left, and that is the third quarter. 3-2 Lakers. 1 goal scored in that third quarter. Saka Thompson having a great game so far. And for Oswego, Seamus Hand, just as good of a game. And then for Potsdam, I think the big story for this game is Peyton Walsh being quiet. And I really think that Oswego went into this game with a game plan of shutting him down. No points today, really nothing of production for Peyton Walsh, Nick.
Yeah, a guy with 30 goals this early in the season, you got to look at him and say, all right, we got to find a solution to him. And really, overall, the goal, since Ham's played so well, that contributes to shutting him down, but their defensive scheme is also playing a factor. In the third period there, we witnessed, it's still low scoring, but it wasn't the same low scoring as we saw in the first half. It actually looked like Potsdam had kind of the advantage there. They were the lone goal scorer in that period, but Potsdam looked like a better team there to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Their offense, it did look better, and I think Oswego was very worried about, or not worried, but they were a little tiny bit sloppier on defense. Not much, because only one goal scored in the entire quarter, but just a little bit sloppier, and that's what happened when that Drew Rose snuck in off the rebound. You got to have guys get that ball, loose ball, because Seamus Hand isn't going to be able to recover every single ball himself. You got to have guys that can pick up after him, and they didn't, and Drew Rose was right there, slipped right through the gap, and managed to get that second goal. So 3-2 with 15 minutes to go in this final quarter of play between your Oswego State Lakers and the Potsdam Bears. The face-off between Logan Prescott and, Drew Costello is won by the Potsdam Bears. And just like that, Potsdam has a chance to tie it. Potsdam with slow work on offense. They like to set up all of their shots. Been very good with that, but they haven't been able to get anything going really. Besides Drew Rose with those 2 goals, nothing really got going. But they will look to redeem that right now. Down at the other end, Peyton Walsh still looking for his first point of the game. Taking his time, looking to cut in. There he goes. Makes a little cut, cuts back. Again slashed at. Still has the ball. Eventually gives it to Rose. Rose gives it to Owen Walsh. Owen Walsh with a ripper and an insane goal by Owen Walsh. Absolute missile by Owen Walsh right by Seamus Hand. And just like that, we are tied up 3-3 just a minute into the fourth quarter.
That's a tough one to stop. You can't really blame Seamus Hand there. He's been blocking shots like that all night, but that was a fast top corner shot. That's where you want to put it if you're going to be shooting. So,
and no one was even covering Owen. It was just a great ball movement by Potsdam. That's what it was. Just they flustered Oswego's defense. Great ball movement, and they get the ball, and then they get the score.
Something changed with this Oswego defense starting at the end of the third period and carrying into the fourth. Something just is not working right with their defense right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And give the assist to Drew Rose. Drew Rose now has has 3 points for this Potsdam team. Truly the X factor in this game. Now Oswego looks to redeem themselves and get that goal back. Coney now down at the other end. Swing it around to Elston. And Oswego, besides those 3 goals early, really nothing on offense so far. Sexton with the ball, trying to set something up. Oswego still just struggling to get something going. Starwitz now, cutting in. Starwitz getting slashed at. Still has it though. Cuts in, gives it to Aspinall. Aspinall with the first goal of the game. Gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor now looking. O'Connor still looking. Cuts back and then gives it out to Elston. Elston now gives it to Starowitz, who launches it way over the net. Ends up throwing it to our softball field down to the right. But a wide miss for Starowitz. And the Bears will go the other way. And that is exactly what you didn't want, a very just unproductive showing on offense for the Lakers. Potsdam now all the time in the world to set up for this goal. Rose and Owen Walsh. Cree down below, and now Hughes. Now back up top to Walsh. Now around to Peyton Walsh. Walsh. Looking to cut. Does so. Does cut. Again slashed at, and it gets it stolen away by Casey Hooper. Hooper now running up the field. Great slash by Hooper. Ends in a turnover by Peyton Walsh. Peyton Walsh, too many turnovers in this game. But a bad pass by Hooper leads to a steal by Tyler Novak. And now Novak up the field for his team. Gives it to Hughes. And now Hughes has it. Gives it to Owen Walsh. Owen Walsh looking for a second goal of the game. Rips it wide right of the goal. And a big minute of play right there. A couple of very ugly turnovers by both teams. Really not knowing what to do with the ball. Walsh just really having a tough time playing against this Oswego defense. They have this number, and they just keep poking the ball right out of his stick.
Yeah, other people have been able to contribute, though, which is good for the Potsdam Bears. But I'm really impressed with the Oswego's defense in regards to shutting down Peyton Walsh.
Drew Rose with a shot wide left. Goes down the other way. Potsdam still has it. Hughes down below to Gould. Gould gets checked. Gould still fighting though. Tries to, goes all the way in, keeps muscling his way in. Almost had it. Almost had a huge goal all by himself. Just completely muscled his way in there. Nothing could stop him, but it was a little bit high. Potsdam still with the ball. Peyton Walsh now trying to circle his way around. Takes a shot wide left, and Walsh is down. Big flag on the play. Walsh slow to get to his feet after a shot that went wide left, and Walsh looks a little shaken up. Limping a little bit off the play. Walsh still nothing so far, but good shot there. And then took a big hit right after the shot. Says he's okay though.
Well, he's walking, so obviously that's a good sign that hopefully it's nothing too serious, but I don't know if he'll be able to finish this game. Or I'm sure, by the way it looks, maybe he finishes it, but he'll probably have to come out for a bit.
It might have just been a knock the wind out of him thing, maybe. He was limping a little bit, but he seems fine now. Glad he's okay. Very, very happy he's okay. And we want to get back to this action. Just about to get underway. 11 minutes to go. 3-3 is the score between the Lakers and the Bears. There's Peyton Walsh right there, looking okay. We are all set. Walsh to Cree. Cree to Gould. Now Walsh. A lot of ball movement. Gives it to Rose. Rose tries to get it to Hughes, and Hughes cannot hang on to it. Bad pass there by Drew Rose. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Lakers desperately need this offensive possession to go well. Really just no production through last quarter and this quarter so far. Great start so far. Big moves by Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson was chugging through that play, but eventually does dump it off to Hayden Coney. And now Coney to Sexton. And the Lakers now look to set up their offense. Connor Aspinall up top. Waiting for his offensive teammates to come in from the sideline. They do. And now the Lakers look to set it up, led by Corey O'Connor. But he stopped. O'Connor has to back out. O'Connor now looking to cut, and there he goes. Doesn't get anywhere. Gives it to Coney. Coney now was looking to shoot it. Thought better of it. And eventually gives it off to Elston. Elston now comes around. Elston looking to take a shot. Rips it. Saved by Saka Thompson. And it will be Oswego's ball. Off the save by Thompson. Oswego keeps possession. Hayden Coney now with the ball. desperately needed offensive possession here by the Lakers that needs to go well. Aspinall to Elston. To Starowitz. Starowitz takes a shot wide left. Oswego not being able to get anything on goal right now, but keeps possession. O'Connor now behind the goal. Gives it to Elston. Elston to Starowitz. Now to Coney. Starowitz. Goes right. Gives it to O'Connor behind the goal. O'Connor fakes it. Gets blocked away. Now Starowitz behind. Gives it to Sexton. Sexton, a missed goal by Liam Sexton. Great shot, but just wide left. And Oswego keeps possession once again.
I don't know. I'm frustrated for Oswego because they just can't seem to score, and I'm sure the players have to be frustrated. It's been a long time since they've put one in the net.
Absolutely. Fourth quarter of action, 8:30 left. Hayden Coney now with the ball, trying to set something up for his team. Has a couple good shots on the day, but nothing to fall for him yet. Elston now gives it to Aspinall. Now to Starowitz. Starowitz to Elston. Elston now looking for options. Dumps it down to O'Connor down below. O'Connor now gives it to Starowitz. Starowitz cuts in, but gets stopped. Still looking. Throws it all the way down to Sexton. Sexton trying to cut in. Gives it to Elston. Elston with the missed shot. Blocked by a defender. And it will stay Oswego ball. Starowitz gives it to O'Connor. And O'Connor now trying to make something happen for his team. He tried to give it to Hayden Coney, but Hayden Coney missed it. Maybe a big potential shot for Coney. Shot clock running down, 5. And the Potsdam Bears will take over after the reset of the shot clock. Potsdam ball. And a very just productive but also unproductive possession on offense. They got a couple of shots off, but they weren't the best shots, and they could have been more successful. So I think a little bit of both for them. They did look good, but there were also that huge miss by Coney right as the shot clock ended. Very tough for them.
Yes, they were able to maintain possession, which is huge because Potsdam's controlled the ball a lot more, at least in the third period and going into the fourth. So it was big control of possession for Oswego, but you're right. Those shots were not quality shots. We saw quality shots from Oswego early in the game, and what we're seeing right now is not the same type of shots that we were earlier.
Yeah, I totally agree. But Potsdam now, 6:40 left on the clock. Tie game, 3-3. Absolute barn burner. But the Potsdam Bears will hold on to the ball and try and set up a shot that will potentially give them the lead. Drew Rose with the ball. Gives it to Owen Walsh. Owen Walsh has that third goal. Getting checked by two guys. Cree to Hughes. Hughes now cuts in and tries for a goal. And it misses. Just barely misses. Huge miss by Hughes. I don't even know if that was a save by Seamus Hand. I think Hughes just missed it, but it might have been a save. But either way, huge missed opportunity for the Bears, and now the Lakers are back on the attack. Chris Schmidt taking it all the way out for his team, but eventually dumps it off to Coney. And now the Lakers, once again, will try and set up a goal. 5:45 left on the clock in this fourth quarter of play. Garrett Elston gives it to Starowitz. Starowitz now cutting in. Goes right. Gives it to Dongulik. Back to Starowitz. Starowitz cuts in and then backs out. Tries to give it in to Sexton but misses. Dongulik recovers it. Now O'Connor with it. O'Connor trying to cut in. Gives it to Stetson below. Or Elston. Who passes it up to Dongulik. Dongulik has it up top. Dongulik charging in. Gets it knocked away, but recovers it. And it is stolen away by the Bears. And the Potsdam Bears are now on the run. Jacob Lynch leading the charge. He gives it to Kobe Cree, but Kobe Cree misses the pass. And a scuffle for the ball now ensues. Big fight feel for these two teams. No one has the ball, but is eventually picked up by the Lakers, and now they're on the attack. This charge led by Owen Spearing. Excuse me, not Spearing, Emmett Starowitz. Starowitz now gives it to Dongulik. And Dongulik now in for his team, trying to get something going. Lakers desperately looking for a goal. Corey O'Connor now with the ball, cuts right. Looks for something, rips a goal! Corey O'Connor, massive, massive goal for the Lakers. Just snuck it by Zaka Thompson. Thompson didn't even seem like he knew where it was going. No one expected O'Connor to shoot that. And a huge, huge goal by O'Connor with 4:18 remaining. 4-3 Lakers.
That's got to feel good for Oswego. It's been a minute, and I like what you said there. Nobody expected it. I didn't expect him to pull it from way out there, but he has the power to do it. And, yeah, he snuck it right past Thompson. That was a great goal. Oswego really needed that because it started to feel like they were just falling out of this game. Their momentum was definitely not in their favor. So that really opened a door for Oswego to take control of this game again.
Absolutely. Big scuffle for the face-off. And Potsdam comes down with it after a big scuffle. And a timeout called by Potsdam. But a huge, huge goal for Corey O'Connor with 4 minutes left. It is 4-3 Lakers over the Potsdam Bears.
Well, you know, Potsdam's thinking about that one goal that they just missed that bounced right in front of the goal. It would have been nice if they would have scored that because it'd be a tie game. Now they have 4 minutes to work with to find quality shots on goal and hope one goes in. And surely they have the talent to do it. It's just, will Oswego's defense continue to play strong? Will Seamus Hand continue to be a brick wall in the net? That's to be seen.
Absolutely. Looking for a way to keep updated on the latest SUNY Oswego events? Tune in to The Bigger Picture for your guide to all things Oswego. Hosts Jaden Jiggets and Kayla Moore tell you everything you need to know. To stay active on campus. The Bigger Picture airs Thursday nights at 9:30, only on WTOP 10. 4:05 remaining in this game. Like you said, Nick, Oswego was a little quiet for a little. They were quiet for a little bit. But eventually, Corey O'Connor, the standout star, he made it happen. And just like that, it is 4-3 with 4 minutes to go.
4 minutes isn't a lot of time, especially with a running clock and a game like lacrosse where the time goes down quick. You have to make every possession count.
Oh, absolutely. 4 minutes, like you said. Not too much time, honestly, especially when we've seen such a defensive battle from both of these teams. Really makes it so that it's a lot more difficult to score. If this was a big scoring game, maybe it would make sense. It was, they have 4 minutes left, but they've been scoring all game. But we've seen 4 goals, and we've seen 7 goals total in almost 60 minutes of play. So Potsdam really needs to get something going here, and they will look to do so here.
They especially can't do what they were doing earlier with those sloppy passes causing turnovers. Now every single one of those passes has to be strong, crisp, and accurate to your teammate.
Drew Rose now trying to get one over for his team. Dumps it off to Owen Walsh. Owen Walsh tried to take a shot but loses it, and Oswego comes up with the ball. Great defensive possession there by the Lakers. Owen Walsh lost the ball before he could shoot it, and the Lakers go the other way with it. Max Hahn taking it for his team, getting pressed heavily by Hughes. And a huge, huge play by Ryan Hughes to take it right back from Max Hahn. And now Ryan Hughes on the attack with his partner Kobe Cree. Cree dumps it to Rose. Now back to Cree. Potsdam, 3 minutes left to get a goal. Gould taking his time. Potsdam knows they have time. 3 minutes. Plenty of time to work with. Gould looking to set something up. Looking to make his run. There he goes. Gould passes it off, and a goal scored! Peyton Walsh in the time they needed him most. Peyton Walsh with the huge goal for his team. And just like that, we are tied again. But Peyton Walsh, quiet all game, had a frustrating first half, but here he is coming up in the most clutch moment for his team. Peyton Walsh, massive goal for him. 4-4 tie ball game, 2:30 left.
That's the time they needed him. I mean, the highest points in the SUNYAC, Peyton Walsh did nothing all game, but when his team needed him most, right before the game ends, he finds a way to put one in the net. So that shows the type of player he is, his resilience to come back from a pretty quiet game and help his team when they need him most.
Logan Prescott and Drew Costello, big fight off the face-off, and a big mistake by Logan Prescott, losing the ball. And now Potsdam is on the attack, led by that recent goal scorer, Peyton Walsh. Walsh now, knowing he has plenty of time, 2 minutes, and with a tie game, you're much more relaxed, and you don't need that goal as much, and you can just play the way you need to play. Gould now up top. Guarded by Chris Schmidt. Schmidt waiting for Gould to make his approach. Backing up with him. Gould taking his time. Minute 45 left. Potsdam's going to run out the clock. 45 on the shot clock. Gould taking his time. Schmidt doesn't want to press him. Gould hesitates. Was about to take his run. There he goes. Gould goes around Schmidt. But gets it poked away by Tyler Schmidt. And now Lakers are on the run. But good defense there by the Potsdam Bears, but they eventually get it to Seamus Hand. And now Hand will take it up for his team. Big offensive possession stolen away instead by Potsdam. Peyton Walsh with another huge play. And then Potsdam loses the ball. They throw it out. Now it will be Oswego's ball. A huge miss by Ryan Hughes. Hughes throws the ball fully away, and Oswego takes possession. 1 minute left in this highly contested game. Clock is ticking for the Lakers and the Bears. 4-4. Aspinall looking to get that second goal to get him over the hump and put the Lakers in the lead. Dumps it down to Coney. Coney to Sexton. Sexton all the way over to O'Connor. 30 seconds now for O'Connor to work. O'Connor cutting in. Gives it to Elston. Elston rips a shot. Blocked. And now Potsdam is going the other way. Saka Thompson gives it off with 20 seconds to go, and Potsdam is running. 15 seconds now for the Bears. Tyler Novak still working for his team. 5 seconds remaining with a stoppage of play for the Lakers and the Potsdam Bears. 4-4 with 5 seconds left remaining in this game.
It's looking like overtime.
It is looking like overtime right now. Might have to stay here a little longer, but I am perfectly okay with that. This has been a fantastic game. I'm okay with a little extra lacrosse, but 5 seconds left. Nick, what can you really do in that 5 seconds? Can Potsdam really do anything in that 5 seconds?
For sure, we've seen these players very capable of taking, deep range shots. They have distance. They can shoot from that far out. You just get probably your strongest shooter. Try to get them open. You get one shot here, and you really do have one opportunity. It's going to be hard to score, obviously, with 5 seconds, but there is a chance.
One shot, one opportunity. In the wise words of Eminem, Nick, you didn't even realize it. I heard it. But you are correct. The Potsdam Bears, they really do have one shot, one opportunity if they want it in this final quarter. Unless they want to go to overtime, which I don't think any of these players do because they want to get this game done. But Potsdam definitely will have the last chance to score. Clock has now been bumped back up to 8 seconds left in the game. So Potsdam has 8 seconds on the dot to work with. And the Oswego defense will be ready for anything coming their way. Seamus Hand also ready to go. Has had a great game so far. Looking to make that save if the Potsdam Bears do manage to get that shot off. Owen Walsh cutting in on his own. Tries the shot, but Seamus Hand quickly takes it up, and it is given away and thrown away, and that will do it for this quarter of play. 4-4. We are going into overtime.
This is a classic, though. This is a really good matchup. So, as a viewer, you're probably not complaining. This is a really good game to watch. Good offense, defense, goalies. You know, we've said it enough. Everyone's playing well this game. This is a good game of lacrosse, very physical. So, one team has to win. Oswego's looked strong. You know, in the second half, Potsdam looked like the better team for a while, but Oswego started to get some of that momentum back, and I think they're pretty evenly matched going into overtime right now.
Absolutely. But we are just about to get going in overtime, but before that, we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned, everyone. You are listening to WTOP 10. Oswego and Potsdam battling it in overtime.
Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tool.
Face off. Won by the Potsdam Bears. And the Bears will take it back up the other way after a one face-off by Drew Costello. Potsdam now looking to get that first goal in overtime, really put the pressure on the Lakers. Owen Walsh looking to make something happen for his team. Has his brother up top if he wants him. Does find him. Gives it off to his brother, Payne. Now Walsh with it up top. Payne Walsh, most recent goal scorer. Needed it when they need it most, and now they need another one. Can he capitalize? Cuts in. Payne, mostly untouched so far, but eventually cuts back. Great defense by Jackson Cummings. Peyton Walsh still with the ball. Trill trying to fight. Rips a shot. Save! Fantastic save by Seamus Hand. Great shot by Peyton Walsh. But now the Lakers are going the other way. 2:30 left in this overtime. Big check by the Bears, and they get it back. And now a big was going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity, but a penalty down below, and this ball is coming back.
I thought that was surely a goal for Potsdam.
Well, we saw down at the other end, Hand and Cummings, they weren't even in the goal. They weren't even ready, so I was a little confused, but obviously they saw something we didn't. But a quick timeout by the Lakers. 2:30 to go in this overtime. Short overtime. Maybe not enough time, for especially when it's been such a crazy defensive game, but
4 minutes isn't a lot, but if you think back to the fourth quarter, that's all the time Potsdam had to score their fourth goal to tie it up. So
absolutely.
We know when it's crunch time, both of these teams have the ability to score.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Fantastic game so far. Both teams looking to get something going. We had that great shot by Peyton Walsh and just an even better save by Seamus Hand. Just pure reflexes, pure instinct by Hand to get that save and really just kept his team alive in overtime. But I do believe that Oswego will have the ball when we get going, and that is correct. Corey O'Connor going to pick it up for his team. 2:30 to go. Overtime between the Oswego Lakers and the Potsdam Bears. Waiting for the whistle, and then they will get going again. O'Connor waiting, and there he goes. O'Connor guarded closely, cuts in, and a weird missed pass, maybe looking for something else. Maybe he thought Coney was gonna go somewhere else, but a missed pass, and Coney now has it. Now Sexton. Sexton goes right. Sexton doesn't find anything, dumps it down to O'Connor. O'Connor now up top. Working on the defender. O'Connor runs all the way around. Eventually finds Elston. Elston now to Starwitz. Starwitz now tries to make a move. Guarded closely. Starwitz looking for an option. Gives it back to Elston. Rips it, and a save by Saka Thompson. Fantastic save on a crazy, crazy shot by Garrett Elston. Thompson, though, guarded closely by Elston. Put in some good moves on Elston. Really trying to steal it and eventually gets it away. Both teams fighting for it, but eventually Potsdam comes down with it, and now they're going the other way. Sean Delaney now with the ball. Hasn't had too many touches. And now a stoppage of play and a timeout by Potsdam. 1:16 to go. 4-4 tie game in this highly, highly contested, highly competitive matchup between the Potsdam Bears and the Oswego State Lakers.
Sometimes you can kind of tell which team, I don't know, I'll use the word momentum for lack of a better word, but which team's kind of feeling themselves a little bit more, and you kind of get the sense that, I think this team's going to score. But right now I really have no clue. Both teams are kind of playing at an even level. Both teams are also making kind of dumb mistakes too. So it's hard for me to tell which team's more likely to score here. I think this game could really go either way.
Absolutely. Saw a lot of mistakes right in this overtime alone. Like, we've seen mistakes throughout the whole game, but just in this overtime alone, still a lot of mistakes that really just have not helped their respective teams, and just a really kind of sloppy performance a couple of the times. But we also have to attribute to the defense of both teams. Both teams have done a great job of playing to their strengths and really limiting all of the top scorers of each team. O'Connor now 2 goals, and Peyton Walsh has the one goal now, but didn't for a while, and took him a very long time. Like we said, we saw him at the end of the half, super frustrated, but he got his goal back, and it was at the most crucial moment. But other than that, it has been all defense all game long. 4-4 with 1:16 left. Potsdam has possession. Drew Rose starts with the ball. Hughes. Now down to Rose. Down below to Peyton Walsh. To Cree. Now to Owen Walsh. Walsh guarded closely by Connor Postal. Walsh gives it to Hughes. Hughes looks for something. Hughes finds Gould, and Gould with another fantastic save by Seamus Hand. Just some absolute rippers from this Potsdam offense, and Seamus Hand just having no trouble with it. And now they are back on the offensive just like that. Garrett Elston now letting his team reset. 25 seconds left on the clock. He gives it to Connor Aspinall. Aspinall working with 20 seconds left. Aspinall going in. Gives it to Hayden Coney. Now 10 seconds left. Coney tries to rip and scores! Hayden Coney as the clock runs down. 7 seconds left. The game's not over, and yet his team still swarms him. Oh my gosh, what an absolute last-ditch attempt of a goal by Hayden Coney. Coney had been quiet all game. Nick Mason, my partner, shot up from his desk. Oh, wow. What a goal by Hayden Coney, and just an insane shot. Wow.
This is what the sport's all about. 7 seconds, Lucas. That's all the time left on the clock. A guy just rips a low shot, happens to go in. The game's technically not over, but that was insane.
What a shot. And it almost looks like everyone's celebrating like this game is over. It might as well be. 7 seconds, not a lot of time. But I think, yeah, is this game over? Is it sudden death?
It would appear that
it appears it's sudden death, but Hayden Coney coming in clutch. That is the game. Lakers, your Oswego State Lakers 5 and the Potsdam Bears 4 in this overtime thriller. Hayden Coney is your hero.
That was a classic. This game, it felt like almost like a playoff game because it's interconference. It's early in the season, but these teams match up so well against each other. It's refreshing to see a game where it's low scoring, where all the fundamentals are in place. The physicality, the setting up of plays on offense, not just rushing into it. Also the goalie play, goalies that are competent, that can block shots. I mean, you have the whole package. It goes to overtime. You get a buzzer beater shot. I can't think of a single extra element that you could have added to this game to make it a more perfect matchup in the SUNYACs.
Hayden Coney had the second most shots on the team, but didn't have a goal until 7 seconds left in overtime. What a fantastic game for both teams. On the Potsdam side, a really great performance. Drew Rose, 2 goals and an assist. And then we had Owen Walsh with that ripper. And then the clutch goal by Peyton Walsh. But then on the other side, Corey O'Connor had the 2 goals. Fantastic game for him. We had that insane highlight reel goal with the behind-the-head shot. And then Connor Aspinall with the first goal of the game. Starowitz with the second goal. And then Hayden Coney. I mean, probably the most clutch goal we have seen of all time. And then in goal for the Lakers, Seamus Hand. I mean, not much better. You're not going to get much better than that. 16 saves on 4 goals allowed. What a performance by him. And don't let any credit go, or don't let all the credit go to Seamus Hand, because Saka Thompson had just as good of a game. 18 saves for him, only 5 goals allowed, but in the end, it was Seamus Hand who came out with the goalie win. So like I said, 16 saves, 4 goals, truly crucial for his team, and an insanely hard-fought victory for the Lakers.
Yeah, it got gritty. I mean, everybody had to contribute. As you were just going through, the stats, you listed so many people who contributed huge moments to this game on both sides of the ball. It was an all-around effort. It was just such a great watch, great competition. You could definitely tell both teams played their hearts out there in Potsdam. They look sad walking off the field right now, and I can't blame them.
Tough loss
Can't
for
blame
them. The Potsdam Bears now move to 6-3, 1-1 in the SUNYAC. Oswego moves to 5-3, undefeated, 2-0 in SUNYACs. So big game for them. And what a game by them.
I think we'll see both of these teams in contention for those 4 playoff spots. These guys, both teams just passed the eye test. They are so good at everything on both sides of the field. I mean, it was such an even matchup that I can't highlight anything in specific because everyone played so well. So I think we'll definitely see these guys in a battle when it comes to playoff time.
Next Saturday, the Oswego Lakers take on New Paltz, April 6th, and we will be there for that as well. That is their upcoming SUNYAC game, so a couple of SUNYAC games coming up for them as well. But the Lakers now, like we said, moved to 5-3, prime position, 5-game winning streak for them now as well. Started off 0-3 and are now 5-3. But that is it here from us at the Laker Turf. Your final tallies: Lakers 5, Potsdam 4. Tune into our next broadcast Saturday at 1 when our men's team takes on the SUNY New Paltz Hawks. My name is Lucas McGarry alongside Nick Mason. You are watching WTOP 10. Have a great night.